Do you find yourself constantly having low confidence? Do you find yourself constantly comparing yourself to others? I do it all the time, but it doesn't have to be our norm. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm a Christian anime nerd, and today I'm going to be talking to you about confidence and comparison. We all struggle with it. I know I do. I struggle with it a lot. So much so that I don't feel qualified to talk about it or give anybody advice on it. However, I do know that there's kind of comfort and unity, and we can find strength knowing that we're not the only ones who struggle with it. So hopefully some tactics that I have implemented in my own life can help you also. So let's get into it. So what I want you to do is think about a time that you were confident. Why did that change? Coming from somebody who has struggled with confidence her whole life, looking back on the times that I was confident, those moments were fleeting. I did not know why. Like one day I would be on the moon, super confident, not comparing, and then 2 days later I would be down bad, constantly comparing myself to others, constantly speaking harshly to myself, and I didn't know why until I learned that I was grounding my confidence in the wrong thing. A lot of us, whether we mean to or not, we ground our confidence in what I like to call sand. And what is sand? Sand is something that is constantly shifting. We know in the Bible that it was comical to think of a man building his house on the sand. Why? Because to get something that you need to be so firm, so foundational, so consistent, and try to build that on something so inconsistent, it was just a complete waste of time. So let's take that same logic and then let's apply it to where we have been placing our confidence. For me, I know my confidence was through the roof when I had multiple people telling me that they thought I was beautiful. I'm getting compliments on my photos, I'm getting stopped in the street, in the gym, I must be beautiful. But the moment society changes and I don't get those compliments, or those compliments that used to come to me go to somebody else, that's when I'm thinking, I must not be beautiful, because my whole idea of myself being beautiful was built on somebody else's opinion. We all know opinions change. Opinions would be one of those things that I would just call sand. I think a lot of my insecurity came from when I was younger and I realized men weren't like asking me to marry them or asking me to go on dates. I was a very late bloomer. I just did not know how. I just got no attention. At that point, I thought, maybe I'm not beautiful. This is what I want you to ask yourself. Where are you grounding your confidence in? I'm here to tell you this, my friend. Everything in this world is sand, because everything in this world has the potential to change. The only constant, firm cornerstone in which we can build our confidence, our hopes, and our dreams is on Jesus Christ. If you build your confidence on other people's opinions, I promise comparison is going to be born, and it's going to be tenacious, and it's going to be nasty, and it's going to be unyielding. When I learned to start seeing myself through the lenses of God and not through the lenses of other people, that's when my confidence meter just started getting pretty steady. Of course, you're gonna have a few waves, but it's gonna start to even out. Because what does God say about you? God called you an inheritance. That means that God is calling you a gift to himself. And so, and you've got to have that mindset every day. 1 Peter 3:3-5, and this is the Living Bible translation. I stay in this translation, y'all. So listen to what Peter says, because history repeats itself. We may be, advanced in modern technology. We may have houses and cars and phones, but we as people are the same. So Peter obviously saw a shift in women's mindset where the external was the bigger portion of what they worshiped or what they strived for. It was just all external beauty. So listen to what Peter says here. Don't be concerned about the outward beauty that depends on jewelry or beautiful clothes or hair arrangements, which, in our society, makeup, whatever, it's important, but not right here. Be beautiful inside, in your hearts, with the lasting charm of a gentle and quiet spirit that is precious to God. That kind of deep beauty was seen in the saintly women of old who trusted God and fitted in with their husband's plans. When he says gentle and quiet, that doesn't mean shut up and sit down. What that means is just kind. Women are we're just so mad and bitter all the time. God's like, just be kind. And quiet doesn't mean don't say anything, but quiet means In the face of adversity, we remain soft and composed. We don't react crazy when things get out of hand. We don't start shouting and yelling and pointing fingers and blaming. When adversity comes, we quietly rely on God and we trust God to lead us out of those situations. I know that can be hard. Nowadays, it seems like men are not looking for those things anymore. We're not told to do those things because men like those things. We're told to do those things because that's what's precious to God. And we answer to God before we answer to men. And we mold our lives to be like Christ. Now, that being said, I do have some tips that I want to give you on how I feel confident, things that are in my control. I have it on my phone. Here are some things that I do that make me feel most confident. I like to perfect my craft. Whatever it is that I'm doing, whether it's for my job or it's a hobby, I like to pour myself into it and try to be the best at it. And you've seen this. Whenever you've seen somebody who's like totally insecure and hides from the world, but once you get them in their element and they start talking about it, they turn into a different person because they're confident in what they're saying. That right there, without changing anything about our looks, will send us on a trajectory to confidence. Number 2, this one is huge for me. Look good, feel good. I try to take care of my body, and it is hard because I love food so much. I cannot tell you how much I love food. You've seen it on my channel. I cook, I eat. However, I feel most confident when I look like the anime characters that I'm seeing. Now, some of that stuff is unrealistic, like it's unrealistic. However, whenever I feel strong and whenever my clothes are fitting the way I like for them to feel, I just feel so confident. And I know we're in our body positivity era, but with body positivity has to come like honesty, right? This is a touchy topic, but we all know what makes us feel our best. We all, without the fabrication, without the societal pulls, we all know when we feel the best, and that's when we're taking care of ourselves and our body reflects our care. That's when I feel the best. Being kind makes me feel confident. It's because whenever you're kind and you're genuinely kind, not nice, not that fake stuff where you just see people and they're just being nice just for the attention of it, it just makes you just want to barf. Not that. But being genuinely kind to people, that makes people want to be around you. And that makes people want to be in your presence. And when you sense that people do want to be in your presence, your confidence goes up a little bit, right? So I know we're not basing our confidence on other people. Not at all. But what did the Bible tell us? Gentle and quiet spirit. And when we're projecting that spirit and we see people are drawn to us, we know that we are walking in God's light. People shouldn't want to hate to be around you. We don't want a Debbie Downer around all the time. You want to be kind, okay? This is one of my favorites, and it's fun. Enhance your favorite feature. The Bible talks about she dresses herself in fine linen and purple, which is royalty, and she keeps her arms strong. When you feel good about yourself, you start noticing about yourself that you personally like. And here's a little secret for you. God made everybody different, and they made their likes different. So one of your favorite features may be somebody else's favorite feature about you, right? Try to enhance that. So like I like how my hair is curly and sometimes it just does what it wants and I don't know what to do with it, but it curls on its own and I get compliments on it, I do. So I try to, make it look shiny, make it look nice, right? I like having a big caboose. That's preference for me. I like it, I like that look, and so I'm obviously gonna wear outfits that's not gonna scream, hey, look down here. It's just gonna be subtle, like, oh, wow, there's a nice little curve there. That's me. So think about your favorite physical features you have and think about ways to enhance them, which is fun. Get a hobby. If you're just at home, bored all the time, watching shows about people with these unrealistic body standards, obviously that's gonna be on your mind all the time and you're gonna be thinking about it all the time, right? I suggest you get a hobby. Something that does not involve looks, which photography, modeling, whatever, that's fine. But something that does not involve looks that you can just pour yourself into and just kind of forget about that side of the world. For me, working on my manga, I get to completely just disassociate from the world and dive into my own little magical world that I've created and just build all my characters and like make them look the way I want them to look, because I can step away from society and I can dive in it and I can just lose myself. And the reason why that makes me more confident is because I'm just thinking about myself less. Man, you know, it's like, if you think about yourself all the time, then obviously, but if we take a break from thinking about ourselves, which I'm the first person, I will call myself out. I tend to think about myself. I'm an awful person sometimes, and I'm not trying to be fake. I'm not that saint. I have issues. So when I work on my manga, it's like, Sarah, stop thinking about yourself for an hour. And this allows me to do that. And when I do that and I come out of it, I'm like, oh, cool. Well, I've got bigger problems than worrying about the way I look. That's a big one. Most people don't know about that one. So this one. I'm struggling with this one. I'm working on it. Accessorize more, it's fun. I notice whenever my confidence gets really low, I just tend not to care about the way that I look altogether, which doesn't help anybody. I kind of give up on my looks, and so I will dress any type of way. My hair will look any type of way. I will never put on makeup. And so when I put a little more effort into myself with like accessorizing, like maybe put on a cute top or wear some earrings or like a gold chain or your nails, it's like the more effort you put into something, the more you're gonna care about it. That's something I'm still learning how to do. I just don't dress up, and I don't know if it's like my bad confidence just rearing its ugly head, because deep down inside I'm insecure. Sometimes, sometimes I'm very confident in Christ and sometimes I'm insecure. And I think we all struggle with that, right? And then finally, what we were talking about all the way before is just trust in the Lord and just watch your life flourish. Because I will be the first to tell you this, you're not the main character. Somebody had to say it. I'm sorry, I had that same realization and it smacked me in the face too. I am not the main character of the story. It's not Sarah's story. So it's not all about us. And when you realize it's not all about you, the pressure kind of comes off. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. If you liked this video and would like to see more of it, please drop a topic below in which you would like me to call myself out in, or, go on these tangents. I really, really, really enjoyed your support. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thank you so much and have a wonderful rest of the day. Happy holidays, or a Merry Christmas.